Okay, so this time I decided to do, or I'm deciding to do a little bit of a different video. Originally I did this in the past, and it didn't. Well, I don't have the most optical technology, and I'm sorry, pardon my background. I guess construction or something like that's going on outside. But I wanted to talk about my top 2024 videos. This is just my personal favorite, just to give some shout out to the creators out there who did like all this some honest good, just do some good work on their videos and their craft from one person or a small myself minor content creator, because I used to do comedy videos. I hope to one day get back to that craft and get back, well, writing some stuff again. I have some stuff in the works, but I'm probably going to start a separate channel for that. But anyways, just want to give a shout out to the good YouTube videos that I saw out there. Now, this is going to be the top 52. Hopefully get this down to number one, my favorite video for 2024. I'm also bearing in mind some of the stuff in the future, if not in this video, may have some adult material or strong language. I personally don't use that kind of strong language, but it's not to say that I'm not a fan of some of it out there. So just say forewarning, for if you should find one of my videos. I mean, for one of the videos that I do like, you might want to see it. It might be adult, content. So I'll try to give a warning as far as that. Also, bear in mind, as far as these videos go, this is not based off of release dates. This is just based off of my discovery of seeing them for 2024. So it could have came out in 2022, 2019, whatever. But this is just based off what I personally found for the year of 2024. So let's start off with the beginning, and I'll just give like a brief description of it. Hopefully I won't describe like too much if you find what I say interesting and you want to scope out the video. So without further ado, coming in at 52, this is just a comedy video. It's just basically showing that how disjointed Snake's Uptud was in Brawl. It's just hilarious. This is a channel called You're Too Slow. I've seen a couple of their stuff before, but they do some comedy skits and some other like Smash Bros stuff, but this I found especially funny. So if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, maybe go check out this channel. It's pretty good. So yeah, that's the thing. Coming in at 51. So in the new Super Mario RPG for the Switch, I have not played it. I have an interest for it, but my backlog is a little bit too big. I got some other games I need to play without going into too much detail. I'll just say I have 5 brand new games. But in the new Super Mario RPG for the Switch, they added a dance animation for every character when they get a level up. If you have, or for every member on the party that you do have, they do a little bit of dance. Animates decided to make the animations that they do in the remastered, or I don't know what it's called, for the Switch version. They gave it to the Super Nintendo version, and it looks so charming. So if you're a fan of the Switch version of the game, maybe give this one a scope. It's pretty good. So yeah. Oh, and I also forgot to mention in the Snakes one that I said it's just a funny clip and just for some funny audio. So moving on. In this one, it's if Iron Man 1 is black. I find it's funny because if not to say that it couldn't be obvious, but I'm a black person myself, and it's just funny just to see the reaction of one of the villains talking to the scientist as a black. It's a nice little comedy sketch, so the reaction is pretty funny. So I think it's a funny watch. If you're a fan of Iron Man or just some black comedy, maybe give it a go watch. It's just not that long. So yeah, that's one of the videos. Oh geez, it takes me right back to the beginning. Scene. Okay, so this video, it has a different kind of charm. I know what it feels like to be on both sides of the spectrum as far as this, of where you're reaching out to somebody to want to communicate, and then also on the other side of where you're receiving something or you're receiving communication and you just don't know how to respond to it. Like you're just mentally exhausted and you mean well to communicate back, but you just don't know how to say it. So this is a different take as far as videos go. It's a nice video just as for some people who are having a hard time communicating with others, or people who just need their me time. So this is a really just a really different take. It's heartbreaking, but it shows a different perspective of people, and I'm I like to analyze people and what makes them tick, the good and the bad, and I like to stay within the good realm of people, but if there's bad, I like to know what it is so I can stay away from it if need be. So this is a really interesting concept. If you're a people analyzer, I highly recommend this video. It's really, really good. Let's going back to this. Okay, so no, I didn't do a count, but this is at 48. Let's see, how legit is Leroy's Wing Chun chain punch in Tekken? I originally watched this video way back when, and then I thought it was really good, and then I didn't add it to my favorites because I didn't decide to create a playlist. But then later on, I did create one. But this is just a nice little get. If you're into martial arts or Tekken, just a showcase on how good the fighting is. He's very good at Wing Chun video or fighting styles. So if you're a fan of that martial arts, I definitely recommend giving this a style, because on this channel they analyze a whole bunch of combat scenes and whatnot. So be it anime, video games, sometimes movies, they take it and said, okay, so if you were to apply this in an actual fight, how good would it be? And I really like his delivery and how he talks about things and whatnot. He's not too regular. I'm not really subscribed to the channel, but I've seen a couple of their things. He's not on there, as far as I know, too often, but I like what he has to say, as well as a few other people. I don't know them by name, so let's move on. Okay, so this next one is Little Mac wins by doing absolutely nothing. What they do is they take the intro of what they do and combine it with the intro of the character going on stage, and they combine it with their TKO knockout knockout animation for when they get hit. And it's a very clever mesh. I never would have thought of the thing, but it's really comedic on how I think it's Ched Head does it. So I think it's a good, if you're into Punch Out and whatnot, it's a nice watch. So I think maybe just if you just want to see something comedy, or into Nintendo stuff or whatever, maybe give that one a watch. Bang Bang Meme OCs, I think it's Original Creations. This is one song that I think it's called Bang Bang. It's I forget who sings it, but there's this one video that I saw by like Stanley, and it goes, or they chose the song Bang Bang, and it was such a good song. Like, they had Miles Morales, and where they were talking about, and how Stanley was how he created Spider-Man, and how he was basically the creation of it was climbing up a mountain, because the typical hero back then was supposed to win all the time. But Stanley said, well, what if we made a hero have problems? And then they added the song Bang Bang to it. And it goes, well, I'm not the best singer out there. I wouldn't say I'm mediocre at best, but it goes, she got me, bang, bang, she got me. And it's the lyrics to it is just absolutely outstanding. The rhyme is one of the best I heard. The chorus is a little bit too repetitive. I wish I want to do, like, one day it's just like a TV show or series review, also like movies review, because I love watching TVs and I like to get my honest thoughts. That's why I'm doing this. So if this for some reason does well, I can do a non-scripted version of what I like, or just a scripted version of what I do like about things. I was thinking about doing one for Mario Rabbids, so just going back and watching series and give my honest thoughts to if I would or what I would recommend to people. I can say, like, I would say my biased review and an unbiased review to things. But anyways, I am a sucker for romance, a good romance. I'm not like really chick flicks or whatever, but just like a serenading of the heart. Not like, well, I want to say like not like chick flicks, but like I don't know, a kind of charming thing, because I feel like with chick flicks, it's sort of like a drama romance, versus I'm more like I can't even think of something that's like a common thing. or something. Let's see, like I want to say more like a Disney kind of like romance thing, like a Princess and the Frog kind of deal, like I don't know, like let's see, what's another good romance movie? I don't know, but anyways, this just one that just had a special place. It's really good because on how like with these two, you always you have for people who are single. Sometimes you always just imagine in your mind, if I can, well, at least I do, because I'm single now. Just had a relationship not too well a while back. Let me almost like 3 or 4 years ago. It's well, no longer, still like 4 or 5. But this one has a special place in my heart, as far as you're watching this video and you have this thought process of who the person who you want to have, that person you want to have in your life. Is like, you know what, I want to have that person who plays video games or likes to go to the gym or whatever, and they're going to be this. And the person that you have in mind isn't always the person that you attract. You just attract what you attract, or the heart wants what it wants. So it's interesting in this video because it just shows that, like, okay, maybe he didn't see himself with her, but she sees himself with him, and whether he wants to admit it or not, she's probably the best thing that happened to him, and they're probably in a happy relationship. And so I think this has a special level of charm. So I really, if you're a fan of like just a good romance, or just like a different taste of song, I highly recommend this one. Maybe give the song a chance. The original song is really good as far as rhyme. Like I said, the chorus is still repetitive, but the lyrics, oh my gosh, it's just on another other level. It's a really good upbeat, make you want to just sing and dancing to it. So yeah, it's really good. Okay, so as far as the next one, The Strange World of the Justice League, this is please don't hate me for this one. I don't think I have a whole lot of these kinds of videos, but this is at the very beginning of this one. This is AI voiced of the original voice actors of the series, but later on they use actual people voices. But I think it's just really comedy. It's roughly, I think, an hour plus long, and they take like all the past skits, put it into one thing, and so it's a nice comedy thing. This is the little bit adult convo in this. So I think there's a little bit of swearing in this one, so just know to keep the kids to bed. If you're a fan of the Just or of DC, potentially Marvel, and a little bit of comedy, I highly recommend this video to you. If not, maybe stay away from it. May not be your bag to grab. So that's just my thing. Anyways, we're moving on. So this one is when you turn the volume down so you can drive better. This is just like fantastic editing. It's a nice little driving sketch. You just don't want to see it coming. I don't want to spoil too much for this, but it's different. I like the editing. If you're a fan of action and comedy, give this one a watch. It's really good. Okay, so this is Nerf Action because Rockman. So this is, if you're a fan of action and you just like this one, just kind of just blindsided me. I'm like, what is this madness? You just watch this stuff, and the animation is so crazy, so chaotic. Um, it's Mega Man X, which is into the future of Mega Man. Long after Mega Man's gone, X takes over, and there's three like potential heroes in the future. There's X, Zero, and Axel. And Axel has the potential to be a really powerful when he beats normal robots. He can turn into them. He doesn't capture all their abilities, but he captures a fair amount of them. And so it's just showing like, okay, well, if we were to take Axel at his full potential, how powerful would he be? And so it's a massive fan animation and a big stretch what if, but it's out there. Oh yeah. So if you're a fan of action and just good sprite animation, this is it. It's only got 17K, which is highly underrated. This anime, well, this is when I last watched it. If I had to imagine, it's probably like 20K, but hopefully this video gets at least 100, at least 100K. I think this video deserves 500K. If you're a Mega Man fan, you have to watch this. You have to watch this. Or if you're a Mega Man X fan, you have to watch this. This video is so cool. It's a shame like a video like this kind of just got swept under the rug. But I love this video. Definitely made my top 52 videos for 2024. Okay, so Killer Bean, the movie Forever in 4K. So the thing that's outstanding about this video is, just want to just mention is this, I believe that this person, they animated everything by themselves. They had no hand in this, or they didn't have any help in this. As far as like that, I believe their projects. This is just my personal belief. Hey, call me out in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm just going based off what I've heard. So this is just a raw uncut, like non-scripted stuff. So just fresh off the dome with this. But I think this video is outstanding. Like the action scenes in this is so good. And the voice acting is so different. It's not like professionally done like you see in a cartoon. I feel like it's just pure organic talk. Like it's not the professional, like I said, not the professional stuff that you see in voice acting. It's actual people, and they get the script in front of them and they talk like you and me. It's not like it's not like a conversation when you're watching like SpongeBob. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing there? Blah blah blah. Oh, I'm doing blah blah blah." And it's nothing like one of those things. It's more like so what do you think you're doing? Oh, I was gonna go inside this building. Nuh-uh. I don't. It's real organic, and the voice acting is so. It's not what you're used to. It sounds like what you would hear in everyday life, and I think, in my opinion, it has the voice acting in this one has such a special charm to it. Like as much as I do love me some battle screams, and I do love me a good strong voice actor who's really delivering on an attack. I like in Dragon Ball scenes when someone is really powering up and you can feel like they're giving it everything in that voice acting scene. But yeah, it's the voice acting is really good. The action scenes are really good. It's in it the animation is it's so different, but it's really good. I honestly think it deserves the 69 million views that it's got. They've also came out with a video game, and I don't know as far as what it did, but it's really good. There's this one scene. I just wanted to say this one scene to not spoil too much about this. But there's this one scene where like somebody throws a grenade at Killer Bean. Killer Bean is the guy in the thumbnail that we're viewing like right now. So someone throws a grenade at him. He jumps up in the air, takes the grenade, does a basketball move where he puts the grenade through his legs, like a scissors kind of thing, through his legs, and throws the grenade back. That is the most stupid, chaotic, brilliant thing I have seen in a while. It's like, why not just throw? No, he has to go extra, above and beyond. Like, it's not enough to defeat your foes. You have to clown on them. You're sending a message. For anybody who survives, they are not going to remember, or they are not going to forget this moment. Like, they're just like, okay. Like, can you imagine like that? Like, something like, so, okay, there's an enemy that came off, and I threw a grenade at them. The person, not only he grabs a grenade, and he does like a behind the back, or he does a spin in the air or he does like a spin in the air, like some NBA 2K or some NBA Jam stuff, right? He does a spin, an underlegs, and he tosses a grenade back, and he kills my squad. Can you imagine that nonsense? Like, there's no way. Like, you tell the boss, like, that didn't just happen. It's like, bro, it happened. Like, our teammates are. I wish I could have got this on my. I could record this moment on my phone, but I was too fearful for my life. Like, that's how untouchable this guy is. But it is so cool. It is so very cool. So yeah, I had it on my watch later playlist, and then one time I just had enough time. I think it was it during my vacation one time that I was watching it? But yeah, I set aside some time and I watched this thing, and I'm like, this is so good. Like, oh my gosh, I love this. So yeah, this I can't give this enough praise. The only reason why it doesn't make it higher on my list is the stuff that are higher on my list I've watched again. If we were to go based off of like the better quality of the video, this would probably be one of the top 10. But if we're going based off of things that I can constantly watch over and over again, I can only appreciate this so many times. I did watch some scenes, but it's not enough to deserve a higher spot on my video. But it does deserve something because I'm a YouTube fiend. I don't watch cable because I don't have cable. But this is something deserved mentioning of. It's one of the best videos, in my opinion, for 2024. So yeah, that's that video. Moving on now. This final video for 41. We'll get to the top 40 on down to 39 with the next video. I don't want to make this too long and break it up in brackets. So the importance of reaching out to old teachers. So this video is this is an adult video. I'm not sure if I said that, but it's an adult video with an adult language. If you're a teen or a mature person, I want to say 18 or older, but I mean, times have changed back when I went to school. I've heard this kind of language, but this, like I said, it's a very mature subject. But this is a very deep video. I don't want to spoil too much about this one, but this is a very deep video on how it's important to reach out to the people that you care about. Like, even if it's somebody who you haven't heard from in a minute, but you were thinking about them, it's sometimes it's really nice to say, hey, hi, how are you doing? So that's why this video, it's really special to just say thank you to the good people that's in your life. And it says to a teacher, but it can honestly apply to anybody. It could be an old friend, mom, dad, cousin, sister, brother, teacher, a good boss that you once had, maybe someone that you met on, I don't know, some kind of platform or some kind of comment section, or somebody that you regularly game with that you have a good time. It just shows the importance of just saying, hey, how are you doing? I was curious about your mental health. Are you doing okay? So yeah, that's just this video is just, it's a really special kind of video. So yeah, I just want to give a good shout out to this video. I discovered it way late, 7 years ago. That's when it came out, but I just discovered it recently. And yeah, they have like a whole bunch of other stuff, people watching, but I want to say, like, this, in my opinion, is probably one of the better, if not one of the best of the people watching. All of them aren't too solid. Some of them are obviously better than others. I believe that the series as a whole is pretty good. But yeah, anyways, it's a very, very mature content to this one. Very mature language. Just a big heads up about that. So yeah, so that is my top 52 to 41 videos. With the next video, I will take it back to, like I said, I'll do 10 at a time because I'm probably going to ramble on for a long time as far as these videos go. But yeah, this is my top 52 to 41 videos. So it'll be a little bit of a surprise what number one is. I don't know, like, if you could just tell based off my content. I think I have it like openly available to the public. So if anybody's curious to see it, by all means, go check it out. Number one my number one video. I've watched it a whole lot. So anyways, I've rambled on way, way, way too long. Let's just end the video right here. So anybody who stayed till the end of the video, thank you so much for your time. I hope that all goes well for you. As I said in this video before, maybe get someone that you haven't heard from or seen in a minute. Just a shout out to ask how they're doing. Say hi to them. Tell them that you appreciate them. Say something positive. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And one more thing. Let's say something I saw in 2025. I know it's the current year, but it's still the wonderful thing to take into or the current year. I know it doesn't count as 2024, but something to take into 2025. There in the newest Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man, I don't know, the Spider-Man 2, the video game. Someone said, or Ben, oh jeez, what is his name? I think it's Ben Parker, but I can't remember his name. But anyways, the quote was, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's one thing. But then there's a quote that was said in the video game that says, when you help one person, you help everyone. And so you don't know when a good act that you do to one person may snowball into another person's life. You potentially could pay it forward. So any good acts that you can do, if it's a random stranger that you know that this is in a bit of a bind, or you see them struggling, and you can lend maybe 10 seconds of your time, or a good portion of time, whatever amount of time that you can. I say 10 seconds because that seems like it's a fair amount of time if you can. But if you can lend more time just to help a stranger out, be safe. You know, don't put your life in jeopardy. But if you can lend your time to help a stranger out, you never know how far a good act could possibly go. But you never know how you can impact someone's life. So that just throwing that out there. But anyways, I'm sorry for rambling on even more when I said I was going to end. We'll just end it with my usual phrase. Be good to yourself, be good to others. We hope to see you with the next one. Hopefully hopefully I do this sooner because I've been doing a lot of work lately. But anyways, as I said, y'all take care of yourselves, and we hope to see you with the next one. But until that moment happens, take care.